Yo guys, my name is Kees and this is Beyond Yourself, and today I want to talk about seeking discomfort. And I want to use an example. Yes, I want to use boxing as an example because I do boxing, and I remember when I started, your comfort zone is like, you're like going to your first class, you're like, I'm gonna get fucked up, I'm gonna get punched in the face, and so your comfort zone, already going to that first class, is like, so there's actually no comfort zone. You're just stepping into the unknown. That's actually the first step of doing something uncomfortable. Like, starting something new is always uncomfortable. So let's say you start something new, that's already like the first step. But let's say you went to the first class and you know like the people a bit, then this is your comfort zone. And let's say you went to 5 classes or something, and suddenly you meet someone who does a sport like for already 15 years, and you start sparring with them, and like you feel like all tense, you're like, fuck, he's gonna fuck me up, and he's starting to fuck you up, and you will just get like really scared, and you will just be like, I wanna never go again after this experience. And this is actually the worst which can happen. And this is actually an example of how it should not go. And this is the same, for example, I'm going to use another example with heights. So you're scared of heights, and you are with people in Paris and they tell you like, oh, let's go on the Tour Eiffel. But you're like, fuck, it's way too high. But you still go, you're just scared, and you just get like a really bad experience. So after that you're even more scared of heights, and you're like not even stepping on a bench anymore because you're that scared. So that's why it's really important with getting out of your comfort zone. You start like small and going like to this next level. And going to a next level is not for everyone the same. And you should remind this. Like for some people it's like going to the next level, they can do this like after 1 week. And maybe for you it's gonna take 1 month. But you need to realize this is no problem. It's the most important thing is that you do it, and you have the courage to do it. Because if you just make really small steps every time, eventually you're gonna really grow. Look, for another person is gonna take this step, but maybe you need like this step, and this step, and then you're here. So don't really judge like your progress, but make sure you're just happy with the progress. And yeah, just it doesn't make the main message from the video is like, it doesn't matter like how small this step is. The most important thing is like you take this step, and you just keep showing up and taking the step and being honest with your surroundings and environment. For example, the boxing example, if someone is really like have so much experience and is like beating you up, you can tell this person, and maybe you will like, oh, he was not even aware of it because he's just like so experienced, and you're like, fuck, it's easy, bro. And yeah, this is just really important, and never be like ashamed of like yeah, I think you should never be ashamed, because if this is how you feel, just tell it. And I think a good human being, they will always respect you being honest with them, and yeah, just they'll never be like, oh, you pussy. And if they do, like, you've been honest, so you can then move on. But seeking discomfort in general is like important to grow and to get like experience in life, and to start understanding things better, start understanding yourself better. And for me, I always try to seek discomfort, even in the smallest things. And for me, seeking discomfort is completely different than for you, because everyone has like really different struggles in life. So Also a really important message for this video, I think, is like, I'm not gonna write it down. Everyone is different, so don't compare yourself too much with, for example, your friend group or like your family. Like, it's like beautiful to have these kind of people, but sometimes they keep you stuck. That you think like, oh, but my friends are doing this and they don't have a problem with it, so I should feel this way as well. This is not true. You have your own journey, your own path, and don't focus too much on the others. Just really focus on what you need, and I think the people you need will come into your life when you start focusing like on yourself and your own needs. Alright, that was it, and see you in the next video. Ciao!